unfortunately I didn't get to record this, so this is just going to be narrated. So I went for my MOT, little hole in the sill, and I decided I was going to tackle it and have a little look, so I took it to have a clean out, and it was absolutely horrendous. It's only then when you look at the Jag forums and that you see how bad they are for it. And I think a lot of it is the skirt has got so many drill holes, as you'll see in a little while. There's probably 10 on the bottom, 10 on the top, and that's just going to invite rust. Plus the way the sill's actually put together, you've got the outer sill obviously skinned nice and straight, a middle one that's straight, but then the inner one seems to have a drip every few inches, have about an inch long drip bend in it, so it's a horrible sill for rust. That's like the bottom seam, so lumpy, unbelievable. And you can see as I'm working, when I've tried to cut it back, a bit of the underneath of the car had gone as well, and I had to put in these couple of patch panels here. It didn't do a stunning job, but they are functional for what they've got to do. And then I sealed them over real nice. So what you have got to look at is obviously bare metal you can get onto, and some of the best bare metal I could get onto was the old welds, the old spot welds that they'd done. So go along cleaning them out. In some positions I was able to then, where I'd put a hole in the sill ready to weld through, just put a bit of a drill onto the back sill, what was left of this seam, let's call it. You literally put the clamp on it, and as I say, lumps of seam were coming away from both sides of the car. It really was absolutely unbelievable, almost the entire length. Now I got a really good set of seals off of eBay. I'll put a link in the description. He did say they were the best, and they really are, because obviously I'm an amateur anyway. I could have took it in and had a real seal fitted. The car's not worth the money. They're like big over seals. They hook on the outside, and say clamping up to the bottom was difficult, and it was rotten under there, but at least because you got the decent bite on the top, at least did work really well. So yeah, I got them in. I'd never welded before, so I was learning to weld as well, as you can see from some of these images I put up. Awful initial welds, and a little later on in the day I got quite good at it. Well, I say a little later on, the first few were shocking. Not far down the road they were decent, and it's more a case of if you are learning to weld yourself, being confident just to keep the welder in there. Your initial reaction is with the bang and the spark and all that is to pull your hand away, I found. So once you're confident, you sit in there and you get yourself a nice little ball of heat going. This is all quite quick, you'll see anyway if you try that. But anyway, get it welded on. Because of the way it's hooked on, you're going to need clamps, and that took a lot of pulling in to get it up to the sill. The seam, as they were calling it at the minute, the bottom seam. To pull that together was really difficult. Pull that together. You'll see I had to fabricate a couple of other little bits. I'll do them bits individually in the video. And yeah, and then I got a bit of underseal back on it, and I painted it up. I did use like hammerite and that straight to rust, and that was quite lucky that my car's silver, because actually you're right up. Although this all gets covered by the trim, you could just sort of see the top joint. There's a couple of scratches and a little bit of heat mark where I was welding on the top, but I could get nice and high up on the straight on with the hammerite. I didn't actually get the real body colour, and it's quite happily hidden away. I'll see if I can get some shots of that in a minute. So you hang them puppies on. I started off just a few tacking spots to get it on there. Went quite heavy on the top, because I say the amount of force you have to put on the bottom to bend it in is significant. But I mean, get this done, because it's so bad in there, so bad. And my car actually feels more rigid now after the event. Yeah, get it all in there, ground them down. There's a shot there of them ground down, and yeah, it's really something you want to get done. I mean, mine's a 201, and I literally had a hole the size of your finger, and you can see what that led to. One side was almost the entire sill, you know, the entire length. There was probably about 2 foot, if that, in the middle that actually made it from the seam to the outside of the car. Incredible, incredible. Right, I hope that helps people. Tiny bit here. Now look at this piece of metal. Looks a bit odd, doesn't it, the shape and that. Fabricating my own mini fixes. I totally forgot about it. I just found it a second ago on top of the sills, but it's for this section here. You can hardly see it because the door's in the way, but
get the light to change. So the new sill end sort of sweeps off here. So this little piece goes right up there. And there's where that curve comes into play. Lovely, bloody lovely. I'll do that now. Now I've found it, I'll get that on. Also.